Ugly Truth. It's that time of the week again. We have Sooyoon in the studio for Ugly Truth. Hello, Sooyoon.
Hello, what's up?
How are you?
I'm good as always. How are you?
Good. Sooyoon, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Jeju Island?
When I was young, that I don't remember.
Oh, really?
My parents said I went, but
You went on a trip when you were super young?
yeah,
But that was it?
yeah.
Okay.
I really want to go. Actually,
Oh!
I heard it's really nice.
It is.
Yeah.
The reason why I ask is because later on this evening, I get the honor to host our 11th anniversary K-pop concert, and we're going to Jeju. So I go straight to
Awesome.
Jeju after the show, and it's something that we do every single year, and it's unique because for me, I don't get a chance to do every single concert. I do get a chance to do some of them, but every time I go, it's always new. We actually are doing this event right now, where we have our Hello Jeju event, and we ask our listeners, when you think of Jeju Island, what do you think of? And so I want to ask you. Now, it can be a celebrity that you think of. It can be maybe a place. It can be a thing. It can be a food. It can be words or phrases. Or it can be maybe even a music video. Maybe, or even a movie. Or a scene from a movie or a drama. So, what do you think of when you think of Jeju Island? You personally.
The first thing was, I think, like halabang, which is like kind of like orange, and that 돌harabang, like the statue.
Yeah.
And also horse.
Oh yes.
I think that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah,
Probably
those are
like a lot of fresh seafood.
Oh yes, fresh seafood,
Yeah.
of course.
Oh, actually, 제주도 흑돼지.
Yes. Pork belly.
Pork belly. It's really good.
Oh, you've had it in Seoul probably.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have it when I go to Jeju if I ever get a chance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of the main things that we would think of is the stuff that you think of when you think of Jeju
What about
Island.
you?
Actually, when I go, I think of now beef.
Beef.
The reason is because they majority of the people that sell beef there are actual farmers. So they're actual butchers that raise their own cows, and then they butcher them, and then they sell them in a small butcher. And so there's this one place that I was introduced to, and it's a small little open market. And it's literally just like a T, a crossroad of just a market, smack in the middle of nowhere. And it's really small. There's vegetables that you can buy there. Just, literally a small market. Fruits, vegetables, and whatnot. But there's like 2 or 3 butchers. And what you do is you buy your food from there. And then you go into the building, which doesn't look like a building you're supposed to go into. And all
Ghetto?
it is...
Is it ghetto?
It's not ghetto. It's kind of like... It's for the people who work there. It kind of like looks like a back room
not
for
the
storage.
It looks like not for the customers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you walk through that door, there's nothing but restaurants.
Oh.
And what you do is, there's like, there'll be 24A is this restaurant, 24B is this one. It's like they have these different restaurants, and you take the meat that you ordered, and you sit down at whatever table you want to do, and you just pay for drinks and food that are ordered there, and then you cook the meat there. And so it's a really nice experience. And for me, I think of beef, of course, the fresh seafood, being able to drive freely on Jeju Island, because it's a nice drive. You can actually finish the whole island in a day.
Oh, awesome.
But just driving, though. That's like just non-stop driving.
Not touring, just driving.
It's a big island. So you can get from one side to the other like within a day, but if you go all the way around, it does take a while.
I see.
But it's just really relaxed, really laid back. Beautiful skies. All year round.
It's like the Hawaii of Korea.
Oh yeah. The waters are beautiful. They're clear. The culture is it has become very tourist friendly. But there's still a lot of the raw
Jeju-do people.
Yeah, people there. And they do have a different dialect, and it's really cute.
Oh, is it?
It's really cute as well. Anyways, stop talking about Jeju. We're going to jump into our first story for today, because today is Ugly Truth.
Okay.
So, let's get ready to vote A or B. What's the story?
It's from Brazil.
Ooh!
Jenny. I'm working at this company for 6 years now. I thought I'll work at this company forever, but I think I have another way to make my old dream come true. When I was in a younger age, I wished to work as a magazine editor. Now I'm working at a company, and I am an accountant. So different, right? If I work one more year in this company, I'll have full support of my future life. Company will pay for my insurance and everything. But the other way that I mentioned earlier, it's only a chance for this year. And I'm not that young anymore. I'm 33 now. Should I move on and do an adventure, or should I stay what I do now?
33 isn't a young age, but then again, it's not an old age either.
Yeah.
Sooyoon, what about you?
I'm always the person who would follow the dream, and I am an adventurer, I think. So actually, my career itself was an adventure, because I could have had just graduated college, and get some good job and lived a settled life, I guess. But I took the chance of coming to Korea, to try to make it in the music industry. So I guess following the dream is very important, but it's not an easy choice, I guess. Yeah, but you really need that drive if you want to follow the dream, I think. But if you really feel like, if I choose what I want to do as a dream, and if you fail, and if you're not gonna regret, I think it's okay. Yeah, and I feel like that right now. If I do music, and if I do follow my dream, and if I fail, and if I can't eat and I die, I don't think I would regret. So
Okay,
take a chance if you want.
I'm actually with you on that one.
Yeah.
33 is not a young age, but then again, it's not an old age either.
I don't think it's that old.
It's not to the point of no turning back.
Yeah.
You're an accountant,
Yeah.
and I think we had one of our listeners who was good at being an accountant, or her parents were making her be an accountant, and she wanted to go to nursing school or something like that.
Yeah.
It was something like that. And you know what? Accounting is a skill that is never gonna die. I would suck at it because I hate numbers. But for you to have that skill and for you to be good at it, you've been working at that same company for 6 years now. That means that you're good at what you do.
Yeah.
Also, and now that you've worked off that 6 years, and now that you have been stable there, now you're getting full cover insurance, and now you're getting the benefits from it.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a very, very good thing to do. You've probably gotten a raise a few times here and there. And next year, if they're going to be carrying on with that, obviously that's a good thing. But in my opinion, if that editing job for a magazine editor is only this year, go for it. I know that you're going to be losing a lot.
Yeah.
I know that you're going to be losing a lot, but if I feel that you're going to regret it. I feel that if you're already worrying about it so much, I feel that you're going to regret it if you don't go. I think that you just want somebody to say out loud what you're thinking.
Yeah, and if you really didn't have that, if you longing for that dream that you have, I think you wouldn't. If I was you, I wouldn't even think it twice.
Very good point.
Yeah.
I was actually going to give that as an example.
You get full support and everything. You get paid for your insurance. Usually normal people wouldn't think it twice. Of course, it's you stay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was actually going to give the exact same example.
Yeah.
if someone was to give me a record deal right now,
Yeah.
they're like, let's do music together.
Yeah.
I'd probably turn them down. Reason is, if I was like Royal Pirates, if I was like Sooyoon and James, you guys have been doing music together for so long.
Yeah.
You literally know each other. You can read each other. And if I had my fellow bandmates that I've been doing something with over and over again and like kept it up, I think that as a team, if somebody was willing to pick us up now, even though we're off working or doing whatever, we might say yes and drop everything. But me now, I do interviews with our, celebrities each week, and of course even you guys as well. Your system is a little bit different because you guys weren't created within a company. You were a team and they picked you guys up. But the other Korean trainees are not like that. They train for a few amount of years, and then they'll be put into a team. If someone asked me to feature on their album to maybe collaborate with them, that'd be great. Let's do the whole thing. You become a trainee again. I'd be like, no. That in that situation, I love sign, but then again, it's not my main priority. I don't want it bad enough to start stepping over people, to starve myself to be like a toothpick again. I'm not idol image anymore. I would love to do music that I'm passionate about, and it doesn't necessarily have to be that kind of music. But obviously here, Jenny, you are very, very passionate about editing still at a magazine. So even though you have the safe job, I would feel that it would be better for you to, even if it's not this company. Yes, I know you might feel that you're wasting another 6 years if you have to go to another company and build that trust and raise to that level again. But at least if you go to a different company and it takes you that much longer to get back on your feet, at least when you get older and you tell your friends or your grandchildren or people around you, you can say you looked back and said, at least I tried. At least I tried. You tried. If it didn't work out, whatever, you can go back to accounting. It's a skill you're never going to lose. And there's so many ways that you can account it for. Hey, even if it doesn't work at the magazine, instead of an editor, you can be an accountant there.
And I mean, maybe you should kind of, I'm pretty sure it did, but you should look into how it really is, because dreams are always kind of so dreamy, I guess, and when you jump into actual field, it might be not, different from what you have been thinking. Like even the music industry, it's totally different from what I had it in my mind. The whole dream is just a dream. Sometimes. Of course. I mean, because you don't know what it's really like. So try it out. If it doesn't go, I mean, you said it was only for this year, so obviously the offer is short. If it doesn't work out, trust me, you'll always have something to fall back on because you already have the education and the experience in another company. Even if you can't go back, you can always go to another one. I know it's easier said than done, but still, I'd rather you go for it instead of regretting never going for it years later. All right. Well, it's A, never too late to follow your dream. Enjoy your last adventure. So A. Yeah. Or B, stay where you are. Sometimes the old ways the best. Yeah. The old ways are the best. Traditional ways are the best. So A or B. Our listeners, A or B for Jenny. We explained that both of us are A this week. All right. Anyways, what we're going to do is take a listen to some more tracks before we come back with our another story. We've got Dick Funks with their track, Viva Chungchun.
꽤 오래됐으니까 그 허름한 편안함 널 만나러 가는 길은 설렘 자꾸 걸음이 빨라져 너와 둘이서 걸으면 말야.
We're moving on to our next story. That was Viva Primavera, Viva Chongchun by Dick Funks. This song actually kind of got reintroduced thanks to Flowers Over Grandpa's. Anyways, so Jenny's story. Shall she go for it? She wants to be a magazine editor, and she has a chance to do it, even though she's an accountant that's working at same job for 6 years, and now she's finally getting somewhere, benefits wise. So Sooyoon and I said, A, go for your dreams. It's never too late. Or B, what you thinking? You crazy? Stick to your job. You're getting paid.
Yeah.
So let's move on to our second story while those of you are still thinking of A or B.
All right. It's from Singapore.
Okay.
From Beanie. Hi. I need a guy's opinion, really.
Okay, so
Which is me.
Sooyoon, this is all yours. I'm not going to take over the story. This one's all yours.
All right. My boyfriend and we just started to date a few weeks ago. I confessed to him first. He is manly man type of a person, so he doesn't express his feelings very much. Anyway, we went out for a date 4 times now. And every time he brings his friends or call his friends during our date. First time I was disappointed, but had fun time with his friends because if his friends weren't there, my boyfriend wouldn't talk much. But since he brings his friend all the time, I feel I'm the one of their crew, not his girlfriend. I liked him first, and I agree that I like him more than he likes me. I asked a couple of my friends, and they said guys do that sometimes. Is this true? I want to go out for a real date, just the 2 of us. Yeah. No, it doesn't have. I don't think it's normal, because I mean, I don't know about other guys, but I mean, I know other guys do that too. But for as long as I mean, for me, I always go on a date just me and my girlfriend. I don't even like double dating, actually. Yeah, honestly, I just like to hang out with my girlfriend and not getting interfered by anyone else. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's okay, like once out of 5 dates. But every single dates, calling guy friends out, maybe you're saying that you confess first, and you like him more than he likes you. So, I'm guessing he's just not that
into you.
Oh
no! Oh no! Okay, so that's Sooyoon's opinion.
Yeah.
I want to be.
Maybe I mean, she stated that she's a manly man, so that's why he doesn't express his feelings. But I disagree with that because being a manly man doesn't mean that he doesn't express. I mean, manly man should know how to really express himself.
True. I think what she meant was he's more of the quiet type of guy where he just doesn't really express. He's not the cutesy romantic type of, oh, you're so beautiful. He's not one of those. He's just like, yeah, you look good, I guess.
Yeah.
He's kind of like nonchalant about his answers.
Yeah.
Because I'm the type of person that actually brings my girlfriends out or has people third wheel on my dates.
Like all the time?
More towards the beginning of the relationship.
Oh, yeah. Me too. Actually, beginning, it's cool.
And they are in the beginning of the relationship. So, it's only been a few weeks since you guys have been dating. The reason I like doing this is because adults in Korea, elders, say that you know a person by their friends. So, I try to meet as many of his friends as possible. So, I kind of do my detective work in the beginning of the relationship through friends.
Through friends, yeah.
So if I was dating Sooyoon and it was in the first couple of weeks of the relationship, it would be great for us to, go to a movie date or whatever.
Yeah.
But if we were to go out for a few drinks or whatnot, I would probably ask Sooyoon to be like, could you call maybe one of your friends out? Didn't you say that one of your friends lived in this area? Maybe you should call him out, see what he's doing. Let's go have a couple of beers.
Yeah.
I'm more of the type of person to do that because why? I'm going to ask all of the uncomfortable questions to his friends.
I see.
So, just talk about relationships and past relationships and, but not just directly to you, be like, so, what was your ex like? I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, what does you not like? So, if I was to ask, his members, I'd be like to James, what does Sooyoon not like in girls? Why did he break up with his ex? I'm not gonna ask him that. I'm gonna ask James that.
Yeah.
But he's gonna be sitting there right next to me.
Yeah.
And so I get to scan their reaction. If like James is over here like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ask him. Then obviously,
Yeah, something's wrong.
Yeah, you get a feel of how they are, and I don't know how old you guys are. I recommend drinking at least once with your boyfriend, especially in the early stages. Finding out how
But
they
don't
are.
drink if you're illegal.
Yeah, if you're underage, don't do that. I'm talking if you are of age. If you're adults and you're thinking about a serious relationship, I'd say drink with him at least once. See how he is when he drinks. Because I've seen a lot of people get married, find out that their significant other, guy or girl, is a messy drunk, and it causes a lot of problems.
Yeah, it does.
So, if you guys are adults.
Yeah. But I see where I actually agree with you, like hanging out with friends in the beginning of the relationships, because it's pretty fun,
Oh, yeah.
In the beginning, it's kind of awkward, just two of us, but it eases out like the tensions and everything if you have like a bunch of friends. But I think the problem with being here is that she feels like she's like one of those friends. I think
so.
'Cause, when I'm with my girlfriend and we hang out with like a bunch of my friends, I still kind of sit like right next to her and I talk, I guess like 70% to my girlfriend and 30% to my friends, and I still like make her like the heroine, I guess, of the group. But
She's the main attraction of the night.
Yeah, but if she feels like she's like one of the dudes, like one of the crew, I think there's something wrong.
Well, you did. I think it's also, he might not be feeling that way.
Yeah.
He might feel that he's trying to ease things up for you.
Maybe.
But because you confessed first, you think you like him more. You're the one that's always making the first move.
Yeah.
He's the one that's bringing his friends out for the date. So you feel that you don't actually have him. You're dating him, but you don't actually feel like you have him altogether. I would say if that's your feeling, chill.
Yeah.
Chill. All relationships in the first start of the relationship, depending on who asked who first, that person is always going to think that they like that person more. So, chill.
Yeah.
It might just be you getting overreacted. Like, what if he doesn't like me? What if he dumps me? I really liked him and I mustered up the courage to, ask him out, and now he's like just treating me like one of the guys. He's always bringing his friends out. I just want to go and I do. Chill. Breathe.
Yeah.
Use this time wisely. Because trust me, later on, if you want to see his friends, he's not going to bring them out. Ask his friends to like bring out their girlfriends if they're...
I know.
Yeah.
That's
like,
better.
If you feel like you're the only girl and you feel like he's leaving you out, have the friends, if they have them, bring girlfriends out, and then you guys can chit chat and like you can make all the guys feel like they're left out.
Yeah.
Because girls, we can do that.
Just tell him that you don't want to like hang out with his friends.
Or I mean, if he's feeling you, if he's making you feel left out, just tell him.
Yeah.
Which is really hard, I know.
I always tell when I used to have my girlfriend, I always tell her like if she wants to bring out her friends, I'll be like, no.
No. She wants to spend time with you.
Yeah, I'll just tell her straight up because I don't want to talk to like your friends. I just want to like talk to you,
Which at first could be a little offensive because the girlfriends would be like, wait, you don't like my girlfriends? You'd be like, no, I like them, but I want to go on a date with you, not them.
Yeah. Right.
So make it a statement for at least once a week or one date a week. Can we please just go out by ourselves instead of hanging out with the dudes? And say like, I like hanging out with the guys. It's fun and everything, but can we just have like a stay-in dinner or like go to the movies, just the two of us?
Yeah.
And then get to know each other a little bit more. Just tell him. Trust me. It's not going to lead to him breaking up with you. Don't be like, is it them or me? That's not what we're asking you to do here. You're not going to ask, is it them or me? That's not what we're asking. Just tell him honestly how you feel. Just kind of say, you know, I'm kind of feeling less like your girlfriend and more like one of the guys. So, if you don't mind, let's go out on like a date, just the two of us, and see how it goes. Or if you are not encouraged or feeling confident enough, say you're gonna cook for him.
Yeah. You know, maybe I think the problem is that he doesn't really talk much. So maybe find out through, you know, his friends what he really likes and maybe his hobbies or anything like that, so you can bring up the conversation and stuff like that.
True.
Yeah.
Is there anything that his friends have dropped? Like maybe he's a huge, I don't know, Lakers fan.
Yeah.
Or
like that.
Yeah, he's a Dodgers fan or whatever. And if he is, maybe you get tickets for you two to go see a game, just the two of you.
Yeah, that's actually a great idea because the friends doesn't have the tickets.
Exactly.
So they don't
have tickets. They can't go.
Yeah.
They can meet up with you guys afterwards, but at least you're going to have a few hours to go just, you know, a date with the two of you.
Yeah.
Instead of you saying, I don't want to meet your friends.
Yeah, actually, that's a great idea.
So ease into it by buying musical tickets, concert tickets,
movies,
whatever.
Yeah.
And then just say, like, you know, let's go, just the two of us.
Yeah.
And I doubt he'll say no.
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't say no.
And tell him, like, on the day so he can't really, like, have the time to invite his other friends.
Hopefully he doesn't turn her down because, like, oh, I'm busy.
Oh, no.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to our first story. We still need A or B. Jenny is an accountant who is in a steady job for 6 years now. She's going to get her full benefits next year, so I'm guessing she's getting a raise. But she kind of sees an opportunity to be a magazine editor that she wants to do. She's always wanted to do. She's 33 right now.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what to do. Should she, A, follow her dreams, which Sooyoon and I decided was something that she should do, or B, just stay safe and go with the flow at her current job. Tell us what your opinion is. What we're going to do is we're going to listen to some more tracks. We've got Standing Ache with 둘이 아닌가 봐, Not Together, and we'll see you guys after this.
See you.
Back by Standing Egg, and we're still asking for some support for Jenny from Brazil. She's an accountant working for the same company for 6 years now. She's now getting full coverage, insurance and everything, all the benefits starting next year.
Right.
But she's seen an opportunity to jump to be a magazine editor, which is something that she's always wanted to do. She's 33 now. So A, go for her dreams, or B, stay comfortable. And Sooyoon and I both went for A.
Yeah.
So, what is your opinion? We're going to find out who wins, and then we're going to be sending out prizes. Let's look at our last story. Ooh, it's an anonymous story.
Right.
Uh-oh.
From the States. I've been using SNS since a few years ago. I keep all my pictures in diary there like many others do these days. But there is someone bothering me with my SNS. He used to be just a friend who likes to talk a lot. He talks about everything that's around him. These days, he loves to talk about things that I updated on SNS. The things that I ate, plays to, and my thoughts, my friends, and everything. And he pretends like he got that information from his instinct. He mentions things that I like my favorite dessert or movies. It's all on my SNS. And if I say, oh, I like that too. I went there yesterday. Then he says, oh really? Wow, I didn't know that. Yes, we're real mates. And there's no way that he couldn't see my post because he clicked like on my post. I don't want to complain at first because all the things are updated by me, and I know all of the people around will know my my SNS. Oh no. Sorry. I don't want to complain at the first place because all the things are some of my updated by me, and I know all of the people around will know some of my private life. But since he only talks about things on my SNS, I feel like he's my stalker or something. So I closed and deleted some of them and blocked him. Keep calling me. What should I do? So he's like a...
Report him! Oh, I'm sorry. Is that a little too strong? Report him!
He's like a, I guess, SNS stalker.
I'm kind of curious is how you became friends with him though.
Yeah.
Were you guys always friends, or did you guys meet through SNS? Because if you guys met through SNS, then yes, he's a stalker. If not, if you, let's say you went to school with him, you weren't really that close, but you guys are from, you know, the same alumni, or you went to the same school, maybe different years, and he just kind of followed you as either like a senior, like a school senior, or you a school junior or whatever. He probably has interested in you, and he just wanted to spark a conversation. Even still, though, tell him to stop calling you.
I'm guessing he likes you. Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, and just like you said, I think he really wanted to make it look like you and he was like
soulmates.
The soulmates, yeah.
It's like,
this is really desperate.
It's like Sooyoon posted a picture of him eating at a restaurant last night, and it's like me leaving a like on it, and then him coming to studio on Friday being like, Sooyoon, do you like what? So do you like burgers?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. I went to like one place Wednesday. He's like, really? That's so cool. I know that place too. It's like, man, we're soulmates. That's reaching a little bit far over there.
I mean, at least like don't click the like. You know?
I know.
Make it secret. You know.
I know.
He's making it like obviously he like saw that post, but he's acting like he didn't see it.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's a irony there.
Big irony there.
Yeah. But
I know that in a court of law, and the law officials have always had problems with stalking, because it's really hard to say who's saying what. Some people might call it love, and then another person calls it stalking.
Yeah.
So where do you draw the line? Because this person is saying, I'm just showing my affection.
Yeah.
One person is saying, it's scaring me.
Yeah.
So where do you draw the line? And I know this is a constant debate.
Yeah.
Constantly, not only in the U.S. but in Korea and everywhere in the world. It's just a really hard thing to put a law on, because if you put do not like a certain amount of pictures, then everybody's gonna have to count like, okay, I can't like this picture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I've liked too many pictures of this person. I feel that yes, this person is reaching a little bit too hard.
Yeah.
You on you did make your private life a little bit open, and I'm guessing that that's probably what has tricked this person. Trust me, I've had this experience in the past where I would do stuff on my show, and it was received the wrong way, or I would post something on SNS and it was received the wrong way, and it did cause a few problems in the past. So keeping your personal life open does have its consequences, where some people think that you're talking about them. So I'm guessing that you being so personally open on your SNS, this person thought, oh, because this person likes me or is trying to show interest in me, they keep showing like what they ate, and they're like hinting towards what I should do and what I should say.
Right.
They're dropping the hint. It's like you, our anonymous listener, is trying to drop hints to have that person confess to you. That's what they might be thinking. So I think that unblock him on SNS just for a split second. Send him a message and say, I know that we're friends, and I love the fact that you're showing interest in, like, you know, the things that I do in my daily life, but it feels like it's a little too much on certain times. So if you could kind of, you know, back down a little bit. It is a little uncomfortable. If you're not in a relationship, I would say make up one. I would say make up one. I've actually had to do this before. Really? If there was a guy that was bothering me, I would have like a guy that I was really good friends with, have them pick up my phone and be like, I'm so and so's boyfriend, or I'm like I'm Isak's dad.
Yeah.
Stop calling. It's like I'm, you know, police officer. I have, I have this kind of gun under my bed. Stop calling. But I mean, this was like the reinforcement that all these girls were brought up to learn in the States. Like everybody in school was just like, anything that happens, tell them you have an older brother or a dad in law enforcement or in something that has a big old gun in their backseat of the car, and they're going to hurt you if you touch them. Sooyoon, what about you? What should our anonymous listener do?
I think maybe kind of post less like about her private life for a little bit, you know? Yeah. And make him lose interest in her SNS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or just keep everything private.
Yeah.
Post and just private for you to see.
Maybe like friends only or something like that.
Yeah. Since you've already defriended him anyways, he's not going to be able to see them. So either post it as friends only or just keep it private so that he can't see it. So only you can see it because there is a setting that you can do for that. So I think that might be a good idea just to help him lose interest in you. All right, let's go back to our first story because it's already time. Whoa, wow, way over time for us to say goodbye. We're gonna find out who takes the win for Jenny on our message board, and I have to get on a plane. Anyways, Kim Jisoo is singing "Romantic Stalker," and we'll see you next week.
All right, see you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.